tetras are going to die. What I'm saying is smaller fish are just weaker. All right, guys, so next question. Chris, how do I treat my Manzanita driftwood or my Manzanita wood? Curing driftwood, this is a big topic. What you're gonna wanna do, sometimes there's two roads to go immediately. I'm gonna tell you. If you have a big piece versus a small piece, you can boil the small piece. If you have a large piece, the game totally changes as far as what you can do. Boil your small piece. You can boil it for a couple hours. Some people do an hour. It kind of leaches out the tannins, and make sure the piece of Manzanita driftwood or just driftwood in general is safe to put in your tank. If it's too large to put into a bowl to boil, then obviously the game changes. And what you want to do then, sorry, I'm dragging this out a little bit, but what you can do is boil water, pour it over it. You can soak it outside in a bigger barrel. There's not a lot you can do to treat a bigger piece of Manzanita driftwood. If I'm being completely honest, what I do with my driftwood, it's changed over the years. I used to have this long process of, boiling my wood and what have you, but now a lot of times I'll just throw it in a goldfish tank or something. I'll throw it in a big tub with fish that are really tough like goldfish, and I'll just let it sit there for a while to kind of like let it get waterlogged. But if you can't do that, what I've done in the past is just kind of throw it right into the tank. Maybe rinse it with your hose, throw it in the bathtub, maybe scrub it. There's not a lot you can do. If it's a big piece, you can boil driftwood, you can pour it all over it. Some people do bleach, some people, it's really, I don't know. It is what it is. I've heard from a lot of experienced fish keepers. I throw it right in my tank, and other people are like, "Oh, how dare you do that?" But when you see how unscientific the process is, as far as like pouring, boiling water over the piece of driftwood, it doesn't seem that effective, if we're being completely honest. So the small pieces are a lot easier to cure, essentially, to put into your fish tank. So hopefully that helps you. Driftwood is a huge deal. Manzanita wood, all the fancy aquarium woods. This is a big deal, and a lot of people kind of like, throw it under the rug and not tell people like, hey man, I didn't learn until years later. People were like, I just throw it in my tank, and nobody kind of wanted to admit it. And I'm like, that's the reality of it. We're too afraid to admit we're doing things that aren't like Nazi like the internet wants us to be. So, all right, guys. Ooh, the chat's just blowing up with questions. This is cool though. I like this. So we're just gonna. By the way, I'm probably gonna be editing these up and throwing them on the Clips channel because because when I do live streams, I decided that I can edit it up and throw it into smaller clips. I'm babbling. On to the next.